Okay, we begin our live stream, and hi everyone who will join. First thing first, I want to start from coffee. This is the time of the day, yes. So, I tried, I all the time in my life drank tea, and it was kind of not caffeine addiction or something. It was something like, oh, I will drink tea instead of eating because it kind of helps you to kill that hunger or something like a hunger out of boredom. When you sitting with a screen all the time, oh my God, I sounds like a, this influencer who want to sell you products, but you know that I'm the last person who gonna like sell you a bag of coffee or something. Anyway, I don't really enjoy coffee, never. And now I discovered that, maybe 7, 8 months ago, that brands that made a coffee substitute with mushrooms. And I really like the concept. First of all, I discovered that guy, uh, a founder of Mud Water, who I like as an artist. And I tried Mud Water, and also I'll show you because I tried Mud Water, and I even drank it for 3 months. And I thought, yeah, it's my product because, it's not a coffee taste. And yet I found myself kind of in disappointment because I like a concept, I like a company itself, but I don't like the taste. And it felt like I wanted something else. And previously, before Mud Water, I tried brand Rise, and it was like coffee. Hi guys. And you know what? I tried another brand that like claimed the difference between like us and Mud Water, for example, like a competitor. And they say that they are, this is brand that I ordered already. I drank it faster than I should, and I reordered. They claim that there are other brands growing mushrooms in the lab, and these guys growing mushrooms, that there is going to be real mushrooms and a real result. For anybody who not in the topic, it's nothing to do with the psychedelic mushrooms, but those one that kind of support in some aspects of our life and health. For example, this brand has not just mushrooms and coffee in very, very small dosage of caffeine, but they also have collagen and nootropics and boost energy, reduces stress, laser focus, gut health. Anyway, I'm like selling them, but I really like it. I wanted to show you how I'm preparing it because damn, I discovered that method for myself, my own kind of recipe, which obviously exists. And I wanted to show you because it's literally, that pleasure of the day. And today I didn't drink it yet. So, also I don't use a sugar, and I'm not loving any sugar substitutes like monk fruit or stevia, for the reason that, first of all, there is a lot of things like weird taste. If you try it, you will probably agree that it's not taste like sugar. It tastes some kind of weird. And they also not very like 0 calories, stuff like that. So this guy that I do it's actually a 0 calories, and the study shows that this erythritol helps to reduce inflammation in the body, and it absolutely doesn't feel like anything else, but very mild sugar, you know, that didn't raise the blood sugar and create the jitters, cravings. So, and oh my God, I'm like now, you know, neo hippie, I would say. I also drink no the milk, but of course, I drink almond or oat milk, but nothing will kill, you know, nothing will beat milkiness. So I like that lactate, or any other brand actually that doesn't have lactose, because I started to feel that my time in life began when I started to age and something like that. So let's do this. I feel first what I do. I fill the water. I pour water in the cup and put it in the microwave for 30 seconds. The reason why I do this, it's because the temperature of the milk matter, and if I will, what I want to do is to whip it in that cool foam, and you can't whip it if it's cold. You know, it's not gonna be cool. So other thing, I need a spoon. Of course, I need a spoon. So. This is that thing, right? 1.5 spoon. They saying you should put 1 tablespoon, so it's kind of like 1.5 teaspoon. And I will put there, let's see, 1 spoon of this erythritol for sweetening, but it's not going to be over sweet. It's just to not have that bitterness of the coffee. And ta-da, our milk is ready. It's gonna be actually pretty. I love this moment when we pour in the milk there. Nothing happening yet, I know. Nothing going on. But I don't need a spoon actually, because I have this guy. And I also have this guy from Mud Water. And I'll use them both. So look at this. First, we're creating that foamy kind of latte. Then I will add water there that just happen to be ready right now. Yep. And while I'm pouring water, I also whipping it. And chick, 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 chick. Oh, and you know what's gonna happen next, right? Yes. What's gonna happen next? I will whip the rest of the milk. And as you remember, you should just warm up the milk to make that foam. And now we're like, oh, she failed, there is no foam. Hi everyone who joined. I just decided to start from making a coffee and got kind of excited because it is really kind of wow for me. Maybe because I drank like green tea and don't know how good coffee tastes. And I really like it. You see that cream. So while it's creaming, let me show you guys right here. And I like gonna pour a little cream right here. Ooh. Oh, yeah, it's not like super barista latte or whatever, but it's, you see the layers and it's so gentle, so like mild, nice, creamy. Really, I love it. And then you know what I do? I think everybody would do that because I like eating this foam and then I add in the rest of the foam. Yes, this is how I'm losing my weight. Seriously, I think all these recipes and ways they are exist obviously, but and I'm not like a channel of all this stuff, preparation of cocktails or something, but I didn't do that all my life, and now I'm doing it every day, and I'm like, wow, what a like discovery. Today I bought avocado. It's no gigantic, not from Mexico, but actually from Florida. And the pit had a root. Isn't it crazy? So I'm gonna look at this. I'm gonna plant avocado. I tried several times to grow from that tiny pit, and I didn't succeed. And this one already ready. So as a like a big, plant girl, you will know, remember my name one day in every grocery store of the country. My avocados 20 years later, just because of that thing. No, seriously, I actually thought to show you the, well, let's just show you that one of my propagation stuff is ready, and I thought maybe we will plant it together. So as you can see, there's lots of plants, and this is my propagation station from this plant actually. So let's go. What a live stream. I bet you didn't like even believe your happiness, right? I thought girl gonna show me boobs, but she like tin, show me how she gonna propagate the plants. I'm not sure if you want to know how to propagate the plants. Okay, but I just will put it there because I need to do it today. It's been already a month. And anyway, look how cool is that. You just put it in the water and it's giving you the roots, and it's already even gave a new leaf. How poopy am I to not plant them in the soil yet? So I actually wanted to the plant actually called pothos. This is a neon pothos that I really enjoy because it's growing very fast, and it's kind of not picky, you know. Every plant requires some special treatment. They all can show you character, you know. But I kind of in a year became something like a pro in plants. And yeah, I propagated already a lot. And pothos probably is the easiest one to propagate. It's fastest to grow, and as well as it's just making these vines very easily and fast. But my Monstera is my love. Monstera, my love, yeah. If you see that beauty here, it's my Monstera, my queen. I come to her and talk to her, and she growing and giving me that new leaves, and I saying, yes, my queen, yes. How these people call who like into plants? Yeah, I would be that person. So, what I wanted to talk about, it's in my title. You know, people, even though we're talking right now, have you ever heard that thing, like you sharing your feelings and somebody's saying, or your feelings are valid. It's okay to feel that way. I like being in that place too. It's okay to feel that way, like giving you validation that whatever you feel is like you're not alone in that on one hand, right? But on another hand, it's damn not okay to feel that way. Obviously, because your feeling sucks. And yes, sometimes that pressure of the perfect world with our social media, with everybody like filtering their life, right? Presenting something polished or I don't know. You know what I mean. Masks, images, yeah. And you comparing it with your reality, even though you aware that it's not complete, realistic picture. Even though, yet when I'm feeling right now kind of down, even though I can't say that I'm lost as a person, because I still know who I am and what I want, but I started to feel some like doubts. Is that really possible? Because dreaming about something, it's one of the hardest thing, because reality all the time showing you like, oh, fuck you, girl. What do you think about yourself? Your time is over. Or you're trying to achieve something like only 1% of us can achieve. And I myself, for several months, definitely feeling shitty. And it's like a pattern. When I waking up, I have in my routine. But then in like middle of the day, like 1 p.m., I started to feel, I don't know what to do. I just gonna put myself in some weird chores, like tasks I doing something for house or whatever, that none of it matter in that scale of achieving your goal dream. So basically I found it so guys, I reading you and thank you for participation in the live stream. So but I know that I feel shitty. I know that I procrastinate many things that I want to do. And I know that I'm blaming myself for such a condition, because it's nobody's fault. It's my choice to, stay in that condition. And yet, when I hearing something like your feelings are valid and it's okay to feel that way, it reached the point that I don't feel that it's genuine words, because it's everywhere right now. People became so damn mature, right? Nowadays, they all know these magic words, but when you feel that way, you don't care if it's valid or not. I don't know. You need to be like in a second grade or something to be affected by that. My personal, experience. I instead, honestly, what I want to hear is to actually that questions like, well, why are you feeling that way? What do you think you can do to get out of this condition and move forward? And maybe we can create a plan. What steps might be easier right now? And then by just beginning of the start is the hardest part, right? Sometimes I feel even challenging to do a live streams because it's still you putting yourself out there and you don't know who are these people who watching. Some names you know and you understand that it's your guys who there for many months, some few years already. But some people just could be random, toxic, when harassment in online, whatever, пространство. Пространство, I say it in Russian world. Oh. So, I kind of finished my, I kind of finished my hall to garage. If you want to know, if you want to see, I can show you. I painted everything there. But I would say 50% of that paintings I pushed myself to do it, not like it was. This is something about the art. We begin with inspiration and drive, and then it's gone and you need to finish it, and you're finishing it, and then in the end you may be, if you're lucky, catching that wave again. And some music helped me. Actually, for you guys, question: what are you currently watching on Netflix or HBO or like Amazon Prime or anywhere else? Because some show that I recently watched called Gossip Girl, which is brand new. And I never watched Gossip Girl, that first version, and I never had any idea what is that about. And if you'd never watched, you like judging by the name, and that assumption definitely was wrong. I didn't expect it to be that. But anyway, it's not something that people can watch romantic comedies all the time just to relax and feel like comforting, because it's gonna be happy and something that very like relatable, familiar. But when we're sharing what's our favorite like genre, there are people who I consider be one of them actually. It's like music. I'm not gonna say that even if I would listen some whatever song, if it's superficial song, I'm not gonna say that I listen to that song, It's like rock music listeners, like heavy metal guys and stuff like, or everything, if it's not Tool, it's stupid and blah blah blah. But sometimes we just by that statement becoming that close-minded people. And even though I stand for meaningful art and something with appeal and message and quality of performance and uniqueness, sometimes I'm driving in the fog, in the middle of nowhere, with the rain, and it's scary. And I'm in that, empty street. Literally, this Monday happened with me. Monday. What's the day today? Sunday. Yeah, this Monday. That just passed. Okay. And I'm like, when I'm driving for like 15 minutes, I'm not connecting my phone with the car. So I'm just listening radio. And well, most of the radio stations in my place, mysterious place, playing Christian music. And I just don't want to listen it. And I switching buttons, and on my rock station that I usually listen, there is a advertisement, like commercial stuff, and they are like endless. And then boom, of course, it's a country music, gonna be country music. And we all know that country music is generally well, about some, oh, I see that green tree, I'm gonna sing about this green tree, a song. Or about my dog, or truck, or girl, and a hometown boy and a small town girl, blah, blah, blah. This kind of stuff. But when you're living in that part of the country, that music sort of giving you a sense of belonging, even though this is my thing, that I don't feel belong where I'm at right now. But I literally drove through the fog and listened that song, something like about breakup, and nothing like new, nothing new. But the melody was kind of like caught my mood and supported my drama inside. And instead of like connecting my phone and listen my like favorite Iron Maiden, I listened that country song. Don't even remember the name. And well, all these country songs, especially that modern young boys, in that played short jeans and hat and boots. They are like hard to really separate from each other, but it's a genre. So when I'm asking you, share with me your what you watch and what kind of hit you in the right moment. Don't hesitate. I'm definitely gonna judge you. But see, I'm like shared with you. Yeah, I watched that Gossip Girl, and have anybody of you watched Hunters on? I believe it's an Amazon Prime with Al Pacino. It's about 70s and Jews in United States and how they hunt Nazis, and they actually found Hitler alive in South America. Very crazy interesting, but it's only were 2 seasons, and this is something pretty cool. But this all shows, they like so fast and boom and finished, and what we have left? A Gossip Girl, Anyway, it's still, I'm not ashamed of that Gossip Girl, okay? And I'm waiting my new season of and just like that, it's like a continuing of the story of Sex in the City thing. And even though in my age, in my time right now, it feels different, but I'm still gonna watch it because it's gonna remind me of my years in that big city when I lived in Moscow and I was a lonely girl. Again, let's whip this. See, it's already cold and it's not working that way. It's still milk, and I'm just adore milky stuff. If I probably wouldn't ever try this lactose-free milk ever. I didn't even believe that it's gonna work, but it worked. I feel happy. So Literally thought that I'm singing Safe Tonight. Okay. Well, now we're reaching plateau of our conversation. I need a questions, some navigations, directions, because maybe I can show you the studio. Sometimes, yeah, well, what are you actually thinking about that thing that I said about that country music that sometimes gives us a comforting feeling? If, yeah, I have a playlist that I'm listening when I go to a grocery store because locally here, people that I see, sometimes they scares me. They are weird for me. I don't know what to expect. It's not like it's ghetto people that like criminals, but it's something about their appearance for me screaming. I don't care about myself and I don't care about my life and you included. And I feel uncomfortable. I want to be surrounded by people who feel value in their life and that they are valuable too. And maybe I choosing weird words to explain, but really the place where I live, not, yeah, the people make a place, and most of the people who represents the places like that, like what is it, community, right? Community, what a word. So they are, yeah, it's not people that I can truly understand. Yes, and well, I hope to come back to another part of the country, but it's not so easy, right? You're still building some life here, and I imagine right now somebody would say, okay, let's go tomorrow, are you ready? I know that even though I want to go back like a crazy, and I'm planning to do that, but here is so many more benefits. Like you have a time to live your life. There is more hustle and like you can spend 3 hours a day of the day in traffic. Here, everything 10 minutes away, every single thing. And it's like problem-free life. But boring and no quality of anything. Hi, yay. I mean, I'm talking about quality of places, like business, even big businesses not coming here. No, of course we have Starbucks. I never been in that Starbucks anyway. Yes, because I know how to do it myself. Okay. Enough is enough. I probably should stop complaining about this place. But maybe see, this place is so boring that I have like zero stuff to do and have nothing to talk about, only how this place is awful. Overpriced coffee in Starbucks. You mean you want some, I don't know, it should be like five kind of dollars, right? Imagine there's a building, right? A coffee itself, all these creamers and sugars and stuff like cups, and no, all little free things, and the workers who working, and the building that they should pay rent and taxes, and you want water, coffee cheaper than that. I don't know how. I feel that it's even like pretty cheap. I just feel the wrong thing about it. And like any place, like when I see people every day standing in the car lines, drive through things in any place, and I see that it's a locals. I'm driving to school like every day, bringing a kid to the school, and I see that Starbucks. And why do you need to pay every single day for a coffee? It's everything gonna be expensive. You're gonna, so yeah. I kind of like a crafty DIY girl and do everything myself. But what I showed you, it's not like about coffee. It's more like that cool brand that from trying several ones, I really like this one. But you do you, okay? Because it's not like commercial here. I'm just really happy to find something that I enjoy. Yeah, it's not about that coffee itself, it's more about that milky foam. So, vote what we're gonna do. Propagate the plant or showing you the studio. Consumer culture. Oh, I don't think that we're ever gonna get rid of consumerism. It's what's moving our economy right forward. Of course, nobody gonna support this hippie trippy ideology, but maybe I'm not gonna tell you that I'm super 100% pure organic consumer who not buying anything. But what I do is I'm actually creating a list what I wanna buy. And usually I wanna buy stuff that kind of expensive. And well, it's about quality, of course, and some things like, brands that overpricing because it's kind of could be something luxury, for example. And what I do is make a list of everything what I don't need in the house, and I'm selling it. And I actually sold like 2 weeks ago, I sold something like every day. And I earned, a 1,300 from just selling stuff that I don't need. And I still have probably like more to go. Nobody wants this empty case of the Fender guitar. Oh no, Ibanez. Okay. So, and in the end, I understand that maybe this money is not gonna be enough for me to buy something what I want and everything, but it's still like a feeling that it's not a pure consumerism and something that I cleared the space for that, So, and now I can see surround my house or surround my closet that I don't have like extra stuff, except those ones that I'm still in the process of selling. So most of the things, like a food, for example, when we go to any place like a restaurant, um, I'm not really enjoying it. I enjoyed last year. We traveled everywhere from one coast to another coast, from one side to another side, everywhere. Where we've been, 80% of the times it was disappointment. It wasn't tasty. It was like something was off. And I literally have like one place in Leh, for example, where we accidentally walked in and it was amazing. It was so tasty. And I know that, okay, I wanna come back. So that's why I know if I wanna eat tasty, I would rather make it myself. And when it's about we going somewhere, it's more like in a hurry. We need to eat something and we not at home. So why I'm telling you, I don't know why we're talking. Is that $10 coffee in Starbucks? Yeah. I'm not the one who ever gonna push anybody to have a habit and more like addiction like that. But we maybe all have our preferences, but I kind of feel that I'm discovering something. I'm using it for 3 months or so, and then I'm switching to another product just simply because after time you will figure out, well, it's not maybe the best. I'm only sticked with one cream, for example, cream skin care for already 6 years. And I know that it's just a customized thing that works for me, and why should I change it? It's just, I don't know if you can see my skin, but I don't have. I can say, well, I can recommend you some skincare just because I tried so much and I just discovered this cool stuff. But it's all, still, I don't like all these influencers or bloggers recommend us something because it's simply, even if it's not promotion of the brand that paid them money, it still could work for you, but doesn't mean it works for me. And we, of course, want to try it because this is our favorite gal, told us she likes this or that. And thank you, you guys who joined the live stream. Thomas, what you mean, chick? I need to check my eyebrows. So, I lost for words. I don't know what to talk about. Do you want to hear about my depression? The sucks thing that we can understand everything and no words can help us. Hi, Eric. Thank you for joining. And mm, interesting thing I discovered about my voice recently, like just a singing experience. As you know, I have a toddler. Yes, 4 years old, my baby girl, and she go into daycare. And well, she all the time bringing some cold, some viruses, and I catching them. And even though it's something mild, like you don't have a fever, you just have that sore throat and runny nose, and then cough, and then da-da, recovery. But then again, the same thing. So it's not cool for me because it's affecting my voice. And for many months, I was sick non-stop. It's not visible. I'm not laying down on the bed, but it still affects voice. And many times I wanted to record something, I couldn't. And so literally yesterday, I for the first time for the long time, record something, and I realized finally through some little experiments during that whole month that my worst enemy is some stress inside, that you worry how you're gonna perform, and you have a self-doubt, and you stressing yourself out, and your voice is not like flying, it's kind of like you're squeezing from yourself. You have like vocal abilities and your vocal cords able to do this, but you like losing your control because of that stress. And the that mushrooms, for example, that no psychedelic, but these 4 mushrooms that have I'll read for you because I'm not memorizing their names. Okay, show me, where is this mushrooms on the box? Ah. Okay, I'll tell you that. So I remember that it's chaga, chaga, reishi, lion's mane, and cordyceps mushrooms. One of them, each of them, helps you with. One of them helps you with a digestion, another one with energy level, and one of them with dealing with the stress. And I felt when I made for myself these drinks, I just relieving that inner stress, kind of letting it go. And I felt like, okay, I don't need to do this breathing exercises or something before my sessions. I just control everything, and I can chick, be almost laser precise in my pitches. So it's super cool, but I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow, because this tomorrow is Monday, the school day. Maybe we should all wear masks. I never drank it so long, so slow. So, yes. I never tried psychedelics, and even before I was super against of any drugs, and as well I didn't try anything like only alcohol. But now I feel that I'm open to try some psychedelics as a artist who reading all the time about all artists who doing all this stuff, probably because they reaching some like plateau or not inspired, or they can't boost their creativity. I guess they do this, or through drugs they dealing with depression that, well, I understand it, like no one, but my depression is not like depression as a like a health condition. It's like serious condition, but my Dino tattoo, thank you for noticing. But it is just based on my disappointment and loneliness, and that I can't, share. It's pretty just sad that nobody is calling you ever. None of the people who physically surround, like calling you and say, hey, how are you doing? Just how are you damn doing? Do you want to go for a walk? Why I'm the only one who reaching out? And most of the things that bothering me, that I'm reaching out to people not even because I really interested in them, just because they don't have a choice. I need society. It's been too long, that isolation's been too long. And even though I was in that introvert camp all my life, never had like a big company of friends, and I never needed, I needed big parties, I needed people. Definitely seated like at home and did some art and do a hobby. It's more my thing. But even me in that thing, like when I stopped doing YouTube, I felt super lonely because you didn't do YouTube. You kind of losing everyday purpose, like, because YouTube is a lot of work. You editing, recording, uploading, reading, like writing, stuff like that, planning. It's a lot of constant work. But even though I know that I have some guys with who I met on YouTube, and we can talk and share, but you understand, it's not compete with a real life, experience. When I all my life had that dream to celebrate my birthday on the beach with a bonfire, with friends around it, and that beach volleyball, and we kind of end of summer, my birthday in September 14, so it's always kind of cool weather everywhere. And I even lived near the beach, so it all would be possible. But I didn't have friends. It's like maybe one or two people who not like like not mixable. You know what I mean? When people just not like matching, then they gonna attend to your party and they gonna feel awkward because they are from very different environments, and just a different. I never had that kind of company of girls and boys with who we are on one wave. Yeah. And nowadays it's even harder, because one thing, you grow up in one place and living all your life in one place, and this means that you keep in touch with your classmates from high school, mid school, or your neighbors, kids of your parents' friends. You study at college or university, another group of friends. You're attending to some soccer sections, right? Or drama dance class, and you're building your connections, and you keep in touch somehow, even like a few times a year. And you're surrounded by that group that know you many years ago, before now. And I lost everything like that because I moved a lot. And I moved not like my mom moved me, you know, it was my choice, of course. But right now, when I'm adult, I'm married and I'm a mommy. My only choice is to have another mommies. I'm not saying that every single mommy is a mommy. But unfortunately, in the place where I am at right now, the conversation is gonna be about kids, and it's not interesting. And I found myself in that place that, girl, you have such a boring life. Like, I'm talking about some other girl with who I having a like conversation. You, girl, have pretty boring life with nothing interesting from the past or probably in the future too, simply because she is somewhere where she wanna be, is having a husband, kids, living in the cute house in the suburbs. But what about me? Why are we talking about you, girl, who is not interested? And we can do something cool because I can like initiate something, but it's not what they need. They want to talk about the kids, about the school, about that family, husband, whatever. And it's absolutely not what I need. I don't want it. We can talk on the online platforms, right? Sometimes, boom, some glimpse of interesting conversation or like helpful conversations happens online. But what I personally missing is a real connection when I can see the person in reality and feel his emotions, and do something together, like experience things. And it's been too long that since I have something like that. So, yep. See? What about if I don't have a job with co-workers? What about if any places about volunteering here is not where I could go? What about there's no ocean to surf? No, I preaching myself that art therapy and practicing it, but honestly, it doesn't work all the time. It's working in the moment when you're doing it. You can't do stuff 24/7. And I painting, for example, almost every day. And during the day, I'm singing, and a few times a week going downstairs to the studio, record something possibly, or writing new lyrics for the song. It's all part of that art therapy because it's creative process. And somehow I'm started to dance a lot. Can you imagine me and dancing? Okay, you can imagine. But the most consistent thing right now for me is the gym. I really feel like so better physically and stronger, and like I feel that very soon I will reach my body goal. Like I'm already can live my life guilt-free with the shape that I have, but I kind of always had that weird standard, like oh, I want to be like a Sport Illustrated model. I mean, the thing is not about looking good in clothes. The goal is to look good in the swimsuit on the beach. And roller skate in the swimsuit. It's like my stupid dream from literally my childhood, that I didn't even know where California is, but I looked at some small videos from in the tiny screens, like tiny TVs, some Santa Barbara movie, TV show, and I looked at these girls, they're like skinny in that swimsuits with a high waist, you know, not Britney Spears low waist where you like don't have a waist, but my back hurts, sorry guys. Because I'm sleeping not right nowadays, because my urine hurt and I can sleep only on this side and it's not cool. So yeah, I had that dream and that image that I want to wear a swimsuit on the Venice beach in the summertime and roller skates there in the swimsuit, and like I'm gonna look at these pictures or videos or something and feel, yeah, I didn't live my life for nothing. Come on, we all have some images of that silly dreams that somehow you see motivating, even if the dream itself is silly and no matter, but it motivates me to take care of my health and my body, and definitely is a good investment in life because it's a health. Actually, tomorrow I'm gonna drive to an appointment that I waited for a long time. As you don't know, I have a hip necrosis, which I can't treat, but I only can do a hip replacement. And after all these things, what is that, like tests, analysis, and MRIs and X-rays and many different doctors, different specialists. Well, yeah, I discovered that I have not much left to do. So I can do a hip replacement right now, which gonna be creepy. But I also can do stem cells injections, and it's gonna help me for some years to no hip surgery yet, because I will try to do injections in the bone, which means they will take my stem cells from the spine and create the stem cells in the centrifuge and inject it in the bone in my hip to regenerate some cells and reduce inflammation, which causing a lot of pain, and do two plasma therapies as well. It's basically injection too, but they taken it from the blood. Thank you. And yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna drive in another state for that appointment, but just for consultation, because my doctor English. No, guys, help me. Rare? You don't help me. Why you don't help me? Okay, my doctor sent me to another doctor who is his friend and doing that stem cell injection into the bone, because it's actually a rare thing, and my doctor, for example, doing it in the hip but not inside the bone. So because my bone is collapsed and have that dead part, I need to inject it in the bone. So, but you know, it's an example for all of you who have that excuses about sport. Damn, you don't know how hard is that to run or do all these exercises, but I'm doing it 4 times a week. And even with the pain, it's possible. And I thought about it for many years, like before my car accident. I actually ran very, very good. I ran very fast and I had a good endurance. And I was very sporty at high school. And I stopped run. And I'm not really need to run, but the fact is I was a runner, and then I was like disabled runner, you know. And now I'm already reached training that through the training I reached the very surprising for myself results. So I thought, yeah, I could make that like health condition define me and like affect my life, you know. But I'm doing exercise or I don't do exercises, I still have the pain. I still have that diagnosis and condition. It doesn't matter. Many years I heard from doctors who didn't even know what's going on with my hip. They say, well, you just drink a painkiller. I can give you some serious drugs, you know. Or, oh, no, 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 you don't need to sit with a computer, it's bad for you. Oh, no, 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 you can't run. Running is not your sport. And I don't mind, okay, running is not my sport, but like in my gym, it's a part of our 1 hour training, because it's a group exercises of high intensity interval training. It's a requirement to run for, well, 30 minutes, but the running is not just, you know, chilling on the treadmill. It's 1 minute you're running on the base pace, then you increasing for 1 minute for pushing yourself like in a faster speed with a incline, and then you go all out for like 30 seconds. So you're playing with your heart rate, and based on the heart rate you reach an orange zone which called splats. And if you reach in like 12 splats during the whole workout, you guaranteed to burn like fat cells for next 24 hours. So I'm going, one day I'm going to the gym, another day I'm like enjoying my fat burning effect. But actually doing, I go in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and plus I'm swimming in the pool. Well, to be honest, I didn't swim for some time because it was cold in that pool. And yes, in the place where I live, by the way, there is no like luxury here, where you go in one place and you have and yoga and dance class and like whatever Zumba for all ditchkis and the weights and sauna and pool, you know. All what I need to do is to go drive there and then change clothes and drive there. Inconvenient, yes. Poor me. But the point was about that there is some silly dreams pushing us forward. They are could be like, you know, forever in life. Forever supporting something. And I would say this is one of, like, you know, we have our benefits, like you and me. We have different cool things. I would say that my magic is that I always want something. I have desires and we call it dreams. Let's keep that romantic word, dreams. That, like, I would say, without a dream, without drive to the dream, I'm not living. And even now, when I thinking, I don't know what to do, I don't have that immediate desire to do something right now, I still have a dreams, like big one. And I really think that it's what fulfill in our life the most. But it's kind of stigmatized and into that childish thing. Oh, dreaming. Oh, when you will grow up. Stop dreaming. Be realistic, okay? No fanatism here. Yeah. Yes, I'm swimming and I swim in laps for 25 minutes. I just go to the pool and swim laps for 25 minutes. I did aqua aerobic for myself for a bit, just did in the water some exercises, but I found my way to do it not in the water, so I'm just swimming for my back and physical, you know, benefits overall. And I enjoy swimming, but come on. It's very boring to swim like back and forth alone in the cold, very like lonely pool. But recently I discovered that there is like in that pool there is another like big room with another laps for professional swimmers. But I need to, like, you know, look like Megan Fox for that, because these boys, they are like, well, 15 years younger than me. Even though they know minors, don't think about me bad. Yes, but they are definitely younger than me. And to not feel embarrassed, I need to look like I belong there. Yes, I'm never gonna stop dreaming about that milkiness. Reading you guys. About that health stuff, you know, I think we all not like perfect. Maybe some people perfect, of course, but what I want to say is most of the people have some health issues. Somebody have untreatable conditions, somebody like super tough, but many people can live and long, joyful life with their conditions. But what I see is that people like to have that pity, or poor you, or like how strong you are. I don't like it. I don't like when people say like somebody went through some dramatic experience. It happened in their life, and everybody will say, "Oh, you're so strong." Really? The person just went through that experience. It doesn't mean if he like survived it, it doesn't equal to be strong. He just went through it, and it like traumatized him, and he may be defining himself by that. But just survive something, it doesn't mean that you are strong, in my opinion. Because what he should like do, commit suicide if he's not strong? No, he just going through something, how he like, you know, like this, and staying in some condition. The strength is where that person can move away from that drama, like get through it mentally and stop like emphasizing that drama. Like, you know, because some drama is so tremendous comparison with well, I don't know, like in my country, every child or every other child experienced parents' divorce, for example. It happened. Let it go. It's not your story, it's their story, personal life. Maybe it was for the better. Or this stuff like poverty in the childhoods, bad childhood, whatever. But there are people who going through, like, you know, when parents, pedophiles, where the story is horrific and you can't imagine how to went through that. And then one day, you like watching an interview of one of that guys on YouTube. I actually watching one YouTube channel where the guy asking people to share their stories, like people like drug addicts, prostitutes, or transgenders, or whatever weird stories. And it's always a question, tell me about your childhood. How do you grow up? And all people sharing that stuff. And sometimes I think, I don't know, guys, how you survived. I don't know how you can blame somebody. No, there are people who had fine life, but they blame in childhood, and this is wrong. But there are people, imagine you grew up and you're since your mother bringing other men to you in the room since you're 4 years old, and you like a girl who losing virginity while you are toddler. What do you think, how this girl can become like healthy mentally human being? She will go in weird places because she's dealing with undealable and like unimaginable mental pain. And the thing is, the strength in when you deal with that, but when you just survived it, and it's not really that very strength. So it's a garage, sorry. First time in my life I feel that garage is really freaking loud. Yeah, so let's come to the conclusion, to the point that, because when you like hearing that interview, literally a few days ago. I watched some interview on the guy who was a child, and his own father brought pedophiles to his house, and he also was a pedophile, and he did it to his own son. And then the son grew up, became transgender, was bisexual, and tried drugs and did some dark experiences. And then he finally, came to that road where he clearly understand where I wanna let it go and live my life. And then you watching that interview, you're thinking, wow, what a strong guy, how you can make it, how you can survive it. And then you reading in the title that the guy, after interview, a few months later, overdosed and died. Because what is that? Is that strength? Or you survived? So this is what I mean. I don't like when people or you had some dramatic experiences, how strong you are. No, we're not strong if we still holding up to some past. We are not strong. And if we define our inaction, excuse our inaction by some health conditions, it's also not strength. It's like, don't do this because you're sick and can't. Oh, poor you. Okay, yes, I understand. That's why, I support that you don't do anything for your health because you have a shitty health. Kind of like that. You get a point or not? You kind of quiet out there. Reading. I'm probably scared. All people. Yeah, I'm a not very lovely person. I'm not a sweetheart that cute person. And yes, hello for everybody who joined us. You missed my coffee preparation from mushrooms, but not psychedelic mushrooms. We're not talking about that because I just don't have experience with that. One day, one day. But you all should know that I have a passion to milk and everything with milky. Oh my god, why I like to joke about it. It's just so funny. Yeah, I never really liked or followed or idolized Megan Fox, but I just adore that character. No, I think she's not some random girl who just only about her appearance. I actually think that she's a baddie and smart ass, but I just like how women with 3 kids look and can catch some young boy and be some sexy creature. I like it. It's also about that silly dream to kind of look on somebody. It could be different names, and you okay, because I grew up looking at the women who became mommy and 30 plus or something. They already auntie. They don't. It's nothing to do with appearance. Get it? Let's clarify it. Of course, appearance is a part of the image, but the thing is that it doesn't feels like they still living their life fully. They putting pressure on themselves by, oh, I'm a mother, I should wear these clothes now, I should act this way. and prioritize some stuff. I can't have my dreams anymore, you know? That's why I kind of wanna emphasize the characters like Megan Fox, because she is giving us hope that we can do it. We can live like 40 plus or something and enjoy stuff that we usually enjoy in our 20s. You know, or not. You don't know, you're not. Okay, of course, nobody agree with me. You have some funny comments, guys. Yes. But some comments I don't understand. We are, see, like a bad phone. We're not like, come on, my point is not talk about some celebrities who have obviously unlimited resources, right, to have all this stuff. We can't compare ourselves with them, but it's still, you know, somebody make it and somebody don't. Like somebody say, or poor me, I grew up in this and that, I didn't have a chance. Or you make a chance. You go for it and you ending up somewhere closer. But it's still words. I just don't like these words because not like not I'm not going anywhere with these words, honestly. Yes, I have an idea that burning a little bit last maybe 4 days. But let me check, like, what is the silence there downstairs? Is somebody arrived? I just heard garage. I thought somebody arrived. Maybe you who arrived just go up. Go. So bad. Who wearing shoes at home? Oh, okay, guys. I'll show you the. Even though I have a mess in the studio. Yeah, because I having some repair in the bathroom and I have a mess in the studio. But let me show you some upgrades. Ta-da! This is the hall to the garage and the storage, you know, like many people have. And I wanted to make the, like, kind of little psychedelic wall with, like, kind of street art thing. But maybe it's not end up how I wanted, but it's definitely more me than white. It was just white, everything was white. So, I don't know, my favorite is probably that cactus with the mushroom on the top. And there somehow I put some lyrics of the song, which is doesn't make sense, honestly, on this door. But this door leading to it actually could be a bathroom number like 4, but we didn't need it, I guess. We have a storage there. And here's like, you know, technical room. So let it be fun. Of course, how we can avoid cactuses. You know that I love cactuses, right? So, yep, I shared with you something unique. Ta-da-da! And you know my room here, right? And actually, if you don't know, guys, this thing, if you see, I putting it behind me when I'm singing and recording the voice. I found it in IKEA, actually, for like half of the price, because it was, you know, like DIY corner where where people can find something like broken or so. It was accidental, but I really like it. I don't need to build much acoustic treatment here in the studio because no, we actually gonna do some more slots. As you can see here, some acoustic stuff. Doo-doon, doo-doo-doon. And this is my mic, if you remember, that I didn't use forever. Because I'm not a very professional teacher with the students anymore. Okay, I showed you my room, but sometimes this room stressing me. I mean, I'm not stressing, it's like feels sad. It gives me a... Oh no, yeah, it gives me some sad feelings because I stopped. You know, it's like I disappointed myself. I disappointed by YouTube. That I like didn't feel that I succeeded, and I didn't feel that I, by continuing to do what I do, can like make a difference. You know, I felt that time of this. Wait. I went upstairs and it was like, yeah, I felt like whatever I did, it didn't work. I couldn't go through these algorithms. Algorithms didn't push my videos, and I didn't find my audience, you know, that amount of audience that could make a difference for me. When you can, you know, be like YouTuber with a button and you can make a living out of it. So, you know, all these stories, sad story. So, but I honestly thought that I just needed kind of vacation to rest. But by this resting period, I felt no solution. Yeah, no solution. I need to buy buttons for the dress. Yeah, very makes sense, right? What I just say. Never ending cup. Yeah, guys, many things we talked about, right? Thumbnails or titles, right? I'm not gonna disagree with that, because there are people, you know, who have that guts or kind of like sassy. They are sassy, or I don't know the word neglect to be a liar. You know, just go for it. I think it's right in that case that, well, you're not gonna press on the video that just have that shy plain title, but I feel that my titles and my thumbnails more like shy. My thumbnails always was kind of oriented on aesthetic, without like react to Nightwish. Oh my god, it was that like that hip hop rap listeners reacting the first time to Nothing Else Matters, never heard the song, or something like uh, Beatles reaction, whatever. What is obviously damn, don't play with people's trust. Don't need to do that, but of course, um, people do that with the thumbnail to do a to have a clickbait, right? And I'm not good with clickbaits. Um, mm, do do. Um, okay, I didn't know that YouTube restricted me because I'm Russian. It was a long time ago, before Russia invaded Ukraine, happened to me, and it was most likely because I didn't do right things, like right thumbnails and right settings and right titles. You know, I kind of didn't want to. It's like I have master's degree of advertisement. We have this long joke or explanation. What's the difference between advertisement and PR? It's when it's like very different. I'm saying, hey, check out my video. It's awesome. I'm telling you the truth. Go and check out my music. Or somebody will tell you about, hey, check out this girl's video, blah blah blah. It's two different approaches that just have a different effect. One, when I'm trying to sell myself because it's obviously like benefits for me, and another thing is when other person recommends you something what he likes, and it's a different thing, different case. So I felt that it stuck with me, that I don't want to be that person who, hey, check out my video, reaction of this. Even when I did like plain reactions for my first year, I still didn't push it like that. Even like, you know, I did some videos that where I had that oh my god faces, but I didn't like put that faces on my thumbnail. I put just a pretty picture because I wanted that aesthetic, um, like thumbnails that showing a style that I have for visuals. Didn't work. Damn. But anyway, it's not it's just not that genre that I like. It's I would say pure consumerism, very like playing on the low emotions. And I even feel like how would say, not like sad or unhappy, but like whatever. When people prefer to watch reactions instead of checking your own art, it says, well, why do I even need to do these things when what's matter for me? It's when I will be recognized as an artist, not as a reactor. And when it happening, I understand that nobody have a time in life to check every YouTuber out. But the truth is that there are lots of, like when we talking like pretty blank, right? There are people who don't do art, and they could be a good YouTubers, but they don't have a talent like in art, you know. And it's like feels kind of damn. Why do you even need to have something to offer if things that everybody repeats like a sheep's is enough? These things that everybody doing nowadays, right? It's enough to, I don't know, explode. So I even thinking about doing short videos on YouTube. I'm not gonna do it for TikTok. I don't have a TikTok. And I didn't understand TikTok. Yes, I'm that old. But I thinking to try this because it kind of feels desire to go for it. But at the same time, it's always doubts. What if I'm late? What everybody already did it? So, yeah, guys, 100 minutes passed by like chick nothing. So I wish you well, sleep nice, and very soon in a few hours is gonna be David Gilmour's birthday. Well, in England it's already a birthday where he lives. So yeah, as you know, I love David Gilmour, and he's my like favorite дедушка. He's so oldie. But I love him forever and ever, okay? And I always acknowledging his birthday early last 8 years. So bye-bye, guys. Thank you for joining me. And if you wanted to say something, leave a comment under this live stream. At least I will have more time to read it and answer.